Assalamu alaikum dear students, and this is your botany sir. Today we are going to discuss the general characters of gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are a very special class of plants found all over the world, and we Kashmiris are very quite familiar about the gymnosperms. The gymnosperm term has been quoted from the Greek gymnos, that stands for naked, and sperma, the seed. In gymnosperm, the ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall and remain exposed both before and after fertilization. The seeds produced, therefore, post-fertilization are not covered and remain naked, and this is a peculiar feature of the gymnosperms, that they are known as the naked seed-bearing plants. And gymnosperms are a small group of seed plants which are represented by about 900 living species. The gymnosperms are perennial and woody, including medium-sized trees or tall trees and shrubs. The sequoia, known as giant redwood tree, is one of the tallest species with a height of more than 100 meters. The smallest among the gymnosperms is Zamia pygmea, with a height of 26 centimeters. The roots are generally taproots. In some genera, the roots have fungal associations in the form of mycorrhiza, as in Pinus, and in some others, small specialized roots, coralloid roots, are associated with nitrogen-fixing bacteria, the cyanobacteria, as in Cycas. The stems are unbranched, as in Cycas, or branched, as in case of Pinus and Citrus, most commonly found in Kashmir, Himalayan regions. The leaves are simple or compound. The leaves in the gymnosperms are well adapted to withstand extremes of temperature, humidity, and wind. The needle-like leaves in conifers reduce the surface area. With thick cuticle and sunken stomata, they help reduce the water loss through surface. Conifers comprise more than 500 living species, which are evergreen, with a dense and massive vascular tissue and non-motile gametes. The gymnosperms are heterosporous and produce haploid microspores and megaspores. Spores are produced within sporangia that are borne on sporophylls, which are arranged spirally along an axis to form cones, compact strobili or lacs. The sporangia are of two types: the strobili bearing microsporophylls or microsporangia, known as microsporangiate, or male strobili. The microspores develop into male gametophyte, which is highly reduced and confined to few cells called as pollen grain. Pollen grains develop within microsporangia and contain the male gametes, usually 2 in number. The cones bearing megasporophylls with ovules, or the megasporangia, are called megasporangiate or female strobili. The male and or female cones may be borne on the same tree, as in Pinus, or on different trees, as in Cycas. The megaspore mother cell is differentiated from one of the cells of the nucellus. The nucellus is protected by envelopes, and the composite structure is called as ovule. The ovules are borne on megasporophylls, which may be clustered to form the female cone. The megaspore mother cell divides meiotically to form 4 megaspores. One of the megaspores enclosed within the megasporidium develops into a small multicellular female gametophyte that bears 2 or more archegonia or female sex organs. The multicellular female gametophyte is retained within megasporangium. In gymnosperms, the male and the female gametophytes remain within the sporangia on the sporophytes. The pollen grain is released from microsporangium and carried in air currents to reach the ovule borne on megasporophylls. Through the pollen tube, the pollen releases the male gametes toward the archegonia in the ovules. And following fertilization, the zygote develops into an embryo and ovules into seeds. The seeds, again, I may say, the seeds are not covered and remain naked and are distributed for the further propagation of the gymnosperms. Thanks. Have a nice day.